Hello, I'm going to film a little update since being in second year at uni whilst I'm eating my dinner because my flatmate isn't here today. I'm really sorry, it's probably really gross. In a nutshell, I've really been struggling with second year. I think the anxiety kind of started like August after I finished working. That's what it was because like we weren't able to view this flat before we could move in. So yeah, I was really nervous to move in here. Because obviously I hadn't seen it, and a lot of my anxiety kind of comes around new situations and like environments. So yeah, whilst I was at home, I was crying a lot. Like my ability to eat has been sort of diminished. She says eating a massive plate of pasta. The weeks like leading up to moving back out again, I got really like overwhelmed, like packing up all my things and stuff. Like even when we packed the car up again, like I just felt so like upset. Like it just felt like my whole life was being packed away again. Like I don't think people really like talk. I haven't seen it personally from the YouTubers I watch, but like no one really talks about like nerves before second year. And I think that's kind of what made me worry more. Is like I've never really heard anyone worry about second year, and I was like, oh my god, why am I getting myself so like worked up about it? But yeah, anyway, me and Mum moved in here when did we move? The 19th of September, so nearly a month ago now. And yeah, once I got the keys and once I actually walked in this flat, like I felt such a huge sense of relief, which was like great because obviously I was so nervous before. I went for a big lunch at Spoons, like my eating kind of got better. But still, like every morning I wake up and my tummy is so like tense. And like even now I was talking about like I can feel myself getting really like tense and horrible. So yeah, I've literally just eaten all the prawns already. So yeah, like every morning I wake up like I'm really short of breath. I just feel like so tense. And then other times, I think because I get myself so kind of anxious, like I just sit there and I feel really blank. Like I think I just feel so emotionally exhausted. Like I can literally, it's like here, like it feels like this part of my head is just like stretched. It's the weirdest feeling. So yeah, and then obviously Freshers Week came around. Freshers Week was very different to last year. Like I didn't go out at all Freshers Week because I was actually doing a few things on campus that week because if you didn't know, I'm a peer mentor at my uni, so that means I kind of talk to first years about their worries and stuff, which is kind of ironic when I'm a bit of the kettle always does something, there's nothing in it, it's really creepy. So yeah, Freshers Week, I think I was kind of okay. Like I still felt a little bit kind of anxious, but like even going on to campus I felt really anxious again, which I thought was really odd because I literally lived there for like 9 months, like so that kind of annoyed me. But I thought, it'll pass. Yeah, I went on campus a couple of times and then me and my friend were just getting stuff for the flat because there's like little things that obviously aren't provided and stuff. So Freshers Week for both of us was kind of just settling in because we're both quite sort of anxious people. And then on the Thursday I went home for Jason Derulo, so I saw him like on the Friday, but because me and my mum were going, I thought it'd be easier for me to travel home, stay there and get the train from my home because it's cheaper. I mean, it's not cheaper for me getting a train home than a train from London, but it just made more sense to go home because my mum's not that competent on trains and stuff. When I was home, I still didn't feel quite right. Like, I think I'm in sort of a limbo at the moment where, obviously I know I don't really live at home much now, but I don't feel quite settled in here. So yeah, I think I'm just in a weird kind of headspace. I can really see why these videos work better with two people. Like, because I just keep like stopping because I have to eat, and obviously if there was someone else here, they could talk whilst I'm eating. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, I went home and then like it felt like nice to go home even though I'd only been here like 5 days. So yeah, I went on the train home, I was like quite relaxed, like quite excited to go home. And then on the Friday, me and Mum went off saw Jason Derulo. That was a lot of fun. I remember on that Friday I felt really lightheaded. Like I don't know why. I don't know whether it was like a bodily thing or a mental thing. But yeah, I didn't find I just felt really lightheaded. But like I got through the day and I was fine. I didn't faint or anything. Oh, I've eaten too quickly. So yeah, went home. And then sort of coming back to uni, I felt so anxious again. Like on that, what day did I came back on a Saturday, I think, and I was literally so on edge again, could barely eat. And then I just keep thinking to myself, like, why do I feel so anxious? Like, obviously I've been at uni a year already. Like, why do I feel so anxious all the time? And then, yes, I came back, and then obviously lecture started on the Monday. I only got one lecture on a Monday and a Tuesday. And oh my god, like, that Monday I literally just felt horrendous. Like, I just felt like I was going to throw up before I went in that lecture, and then just sort of seeing everyone again, I found it really overwhelming as well. Also, sorry if it's echoey in here. There's not, like, a lot of furniture, so... Yeah, so yeah, I went into that lecture, I just felt really, really anxious. And then we literally got into the lecture, so I didn't look at the slides beforehand. So I thought, oh, it's just the first one, it won't be that bad. But oh my god, when they say like second year is harder, like I was not expecting that. Like, we literally sat down, he didn't even like go through any assignments or anything that's come up, he just went straight into it. And at the moment I'm doing biological and cognitive psychology, but it's in like one module. So we're doing all the biological stuff first, and I was literally like, am I studying a different degree? Like, am I in the wrong lecture? Like, I remember we just looked at each other after that, like, what did we just sit through? Like, honestly, it was probably the most like stressful time of my life. So yeah, as a result of that lecture, I also felt really anxious the next day. But again, I only had one lecture, so it wasn't too bad. And then on Wednesdays I have lectures 12 till 4. Yeah, 12 till 4. And obviously again that's quite intense, like 2-hour lectures one after another. And the education one I actually found okay, like I could keep up with the notes. Like, I've definitely found this year in second year, like last year I could easily like listen as well as write notes, but this year I just can't. Like, they just talk so quick, and like the PowerPoint slides are so much more detailed. So yeah, I just thought no. But with education I can keep up with it. So that was okay. And then I had a research methods lecture, and I'm not a massive person at all, so I really don't like research methods. But it's a core. But basically, my course modules are bio and research methods, so I have to do them, even though I don't mind biological psychology. It's just a lot to get your head around. But research methods is just so dull. Like, especially when I know I'm not going to do it when I'm older. So yeah, obviously that lecture wasn't great either. And then I think because there's just so much going on, like, I came home, my mum rang me, and she was like, oh, how are you? And I literally just broke down in tears. I was like, Mum, I can't take it. Like, I was just like, I don't understand what's going on. Honestly, just a complete mess I was. And obviously my mum's amazing. Like, she was like, oh, you'll get through it. Like, you can change, like, maybe you want to change course or something. Because I think what doesn't help is, like, the lecture content at the moment, like, it just doesn't really interest me much. Yeah, so when it doesn't interest me, and then they're going fast as well, like, I'm kind of in a conflict of, like, I need to listen because obviously this is my degree, but also at the same time, like, I just can't like concentrate on it, especially when I'm feeling so like anxious and on edge all the time. So yeah, that was Wednesday, and then Thursday is my really super busy day. So I'm in 10 till 6, so I have all 3 of my seminars for the week in that day. And they're all 2 hours each. I do have a 2-hour break between one of them, but anyway, went into the research methods one. Like, I understood what was going on, but then like everyone around me was just like panicking as well. And I think I do feed off other people's energies, like 100%. Like, if someone's crying, I will cry as well. So yeah, like a lot of people around me were like panicking, and then one of my friends again asked me like, oh, you alright? And I was just like, no, I'm not okay. And at that point I just literally could not stop crying, and I went to the toilet first to try and like obviously get rid of the tears. And then I tried to sit back down in the seminar, and I could just feel it. Like, if you've had a panic attack, you know when it's gonna come. And I just thought, I can't. Like, I literally just stood up and went outside, like, and took my bag with me and just left. I thought, I can't sit in this room. And then I walked to student support, because like I knew they have mental health people like on site all the time, which is amazing. So I walked to student support, and I was just like, you know, like when you were like hyperventilating, and I was like, can I just talk to someone please? And luckily there was someone there, I didn't have to wait. And then I walked in, and then had a full-blown panic attack. Like, she was like, oh my god, has something happened to you, kind of thing. And then I just could not get my words out. Like my stomach was like pulsating, like I couldn't breathe, or it was honestly horrible. I haven't had a panic attack in about probably 9 months or so. The last one I had was on New Year's Eve. For that to come out of the blue after such a long time, just like, panic attacks are horrible in general anyway, but yeah, that wasn't nice. And it took me a good like 20 minutes for my breathing to go back to normal. And then I kind of spoke through what was troubling me and stuff. And basically what came of it was I've got another meeting with someone else in the mental health team on Monday to sort out like an academic access plan or something like that. So I think it means like if I need to leave like the lecture or stuff, or my attendance is low, like they'll understand, like I won't get sort of kicked out for it. And then I also in the meantime booked an appointment with the doctor. Obviously, like it's so important you go to the doctor when you're struggling with your mental health. Like I don't think they're just going to offer me like anti-anxiety medicine or like antidepressants or whatever, but they may be able to refer me to like another counsellor, because the woman at uni who I saw last week, she said like counselling can take up to like 8 weeks. Like you may have to wait for like 8 weeks to get through the uni, which is obviously way too long. So yeah, but she said if you go to a GP, like they're able to refer me somewhere else like external to the uni. Got the doctors on Friday, and then this week's been like okay. Like yesterday, again felt really anxious in the morning, but what I've done is like before my lecture now, I just go through the lecture myself on my laptop and like write up my notes before I actually go into the lecture. Because I remember, I don't know if you watch her, but Caitlin Rose, I think her name is. I remember her saying, because she's going into third year, she said for her second year, like she did like all her lecture notes before the actual lecture. So kind of when you're in the lecture, it's more of a recap for you rather than like having to take in loads of information. So I'm finding that's definitely helping. But then today I had another lecture, obviously it's Tuesday. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so I had another lecture because obviously it's Tuesday, and I went in. Oh my god, can you feel like my voice is like trembling? Yeah, so I went in. I had done my lecture notes beforehand, but I don't know, I just found it so like overwhelming, and I could feel like my tummy getting really tense again. So again, after that lecture, I managed to stay through the whole lecture. I walked up to student support and I said, can I just talk to someone please? And I had to wait a bit longer, I had to wait like half an hour or so. And then the guy who was obviously there, he like asked what's going on, because like he said, I know you came in last week. And then obviously since I was like talking about it, I got really upset again. And like I didn't cry for as long, because I've literally just been crying like the past like 4 days. Sorry, I'm checking the time because I'm going to see some of the people I lived with last year. We were watching Bake Off together. So yeah, I'm getting the bus soon. But anyway, but yeah, basically my anxiety is just awful at the moment. Yeah, that's my life at the moment. Obviously tomorrow I've got 2 lectures, so again I've looked through the slides already, but it's just like Thursday I'm so nervous for again, because I just don't want to have like a panic attack, especially as I was like so upset in front of so many people. Like I know I shouldn't be embarrassed, but that's literally how I feel. Like I just feel like I'm being so over dramatic. Like it's not even my 3rd year, like I don't like at this point I'm like, oh my god, how am I going to be in 3rd year? But yeah, that is my life at the moment. Basically my mood is just like all over the place. But I've got through this before. I dreaded going into school every day. That's actually where I had my first panic attack ever, was at school. With me, I feel like as soon as something counts, or like something big, like something important in my life is happening, that's when I kind of get all like panicky and horrible. First year of college I was alright, and then second year of college, basically last year, I was a mess again. Like again, hated going into college. Like I felt really sick, like just going into college. I just couldn't leave the house, like, and obviously I don't want to get to that point again. Like before I came to uni, I was kind of avoiding seeing friends, which I know is not a good thing, but I just felt so like horrible and like teary. Like I don't like people seeing me teary, like, because I know it upsets other people. So yeah, and then obviously first year of uni I was fine. Like I was a bit emotional in the beginning, obviously because like moving out and stuff, but like it didn't go on for this long. So yeah, and then obviously this time around I've had a panic attack again. Hooray. But yeah, I think with me, I'm just someone that needs a routine. I don't really have a proper one now. I'm just like, I don't know what to expect of every day, and it just kind of sends my brain into overdrive. Just wanted to give a little update. I think probably Christmas time I'll do a proper update of like my first semester of second year. I hope everything's going well for you guys, like if you've started uni, school, college, whatever. If you want more of these, like sit down whilst eating my dinner or lunch or whatever, please let me know. Please like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you soon.